So let's take the concept of being able to ingest a document, read it, extract it digitally for what information needs to happen, process it, and then report it to a system of record. Very simple 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the code of that fundamental 1, 2, 3, 4 stays the same. It might plug into a different system of record on the back end, and it might ingest data from different or multiple systems on the front end. But the core components that make it do what it has to do, which is read the thing, process the thing, extract the thing, and report the thing, is all going to be the same. So that piece of code doesn't need to be rebuilt again. We have what's called a higher education consortium, where all of that code, those code components that can be reused, kind of the middle chunk of a Visio diagram if you're a process nerd like me, but that middle chunk can be reused. And what we have is essentially a library where folks can extract the objects required for that piece, and then we help configure the front end or back end, depending on the system of record. So those examples at VCU and Virginia Tech, the grants came from different places. The system of record was slightly different on the back end, but it still needed to ingest the money, process the money, allocate the money, report on the money. And so that basic reusability was able to do that. So if you can think through a process that's relevant, admissions, enrollment, getting students to go in, if you can build it once, that core component can be reused in multiple ways. And we offer that as a managed service as well at WonderBotz in particular. So we're able to defer, the cost of the build by letting you just worry about the installation. Of course, the universities need to be on board to sharing that because there's some IP contingencies that take place, but ultimately those core components of that middle layer of the process is proprietary code that we essentially lease to multiple universities that could leverage that. In the private sector, we do the same thing with invoice processing or purchase orders or cash application. Name a process that needs to be automated. We can take the guts of the process and reuse it to make it more cost effective for our clients.